He's so funny.
How do we?
Welcome to Stages of the Game. I'm your host, Griffey Knight.
I'm Reilly Olmstead.
I am Thomas Melton.
And we are your NFL Stages of the Game, as I already said, because I'm an idiot. First things first, news. Let's talk about the Browns and their coaching mishap. Agree or disagree?
Well, I think it's Cleveland more specifically because they lost Lou in basketball, but also, Hugh and Haley at the same time. They fired their coach and their offensive coordinator, and I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen before.
And they fired their offensive coordinator and then put up the most points that they put up all season.
Well,
right after.
That goes back into what's confusing about it to me is Hugh Jackson in the last two seasons before this one, he won one game and lost all the rest of them. So that's 1-31 is his overall record. And this year they've won more games and tied. I mean, they've tied or went into overtime in 4 of them. So it's they're in these games and then now they decide to fire him. I think it has a lot to do with there's rumors of sort of disagreement between Hugh Jackson and Todd Haley.
I misspoke. Okay, false information. They didn't put up the most points they put up all season because they lost to the Raiders 45-42. But what they did do is they were in the game most of the time against the Chiefs. I mean, Chiefs don't have that good of a defense, but I mean,
it's still impressive when you they're 8-1, so it's they were in that game.
Honestly, I agree with the firing, especially if they get Aaron Foster or not fucking Aaron Foster, Bruce Arians. if they pick up Bruce Arians, then I think
dude, Bruce Arians. You want to talk about underrated coaches?
Yeah, I
don't know why he ever left Arizona.
I don't know. I think if they get him, then he's gonna be the piece of the puzzle that they need to actually jump ahead in these games instead of playing catch up and going into overtime and losing.
Well, I remember he was the Steelers coordinator for a while, and it was him and Ben always did really good. I think him and Mayfield can really work. I've always liked Bruce Arians.
Well, and look what he did with the Cardinals. 2016, they went to the AFC Championship, if I remember correctly. They lost to...
Well, there were a couple good years for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and
Carson
that's with
Palmer.
Carson Palmer, Larry Fitz. I can't think of really anybody else on that team.
They didn't have David Johnson for, I think, a couple of those years. Yeah. I think he could do some good shit in Cleveland for sure, but I think that's just a rumor at this point, but I would love to see that happen.
Yeah, he said that it is a rumor. It was just he was saying that if he was going to go back to coaching, that'd be the only spot he'd want to go.
Oh, so it's just from him.
It's from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably wants to work on Mayfield. I think that's why they fired the coaches too.
You might want to work in Mayfield.
I would work in Mayfield. He's a good-looking quarterback. I mean,
I'm not gay, but he's... no, I'm gay.
Dude, yeah, I think it's him and Garoppolo if you're hottest quarterbacks in the NFL,
Garoppolo's good looking.
Looks-wise.
Mahomes, he's if he never talked, then
I
he
feel
sounds
that.
like Kermit the Frog, so I don't know.
Put his face in a pillow and
You don't think
his pillow talk would be questionable, but
you don't think Tom Brady's that good of
no, Tom Brady's
looking? That guy is gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
yeah, but he's also getting older. He's probably he's got some hair in places that I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, he's
but
a
I would
little
do dirty things.
Okay,
to
but
Baker
he
Mayfield.
looks damn good for his age.
Yeah, I don't know what his.
He looks a lot
doing.
better than Brett Favre. Actually, Brett Favre could pull off that silver fox, bro.
Dude, yeah, Silver Fox, Brett Favre, George Clooney. Those are the two top
Silver
foxes.
Yeah.
Still
I feel
fuckable
that.
guys with gray hair.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm talking.
I feel that. I
Andrew
agree.
Luck is the ugliest person I've ever seen.
Andrew
I don't know about-
Luck
definitely
shouldn't
quarterback.
have his beard. Maybe.
Andrew, if you're listening, and we know you are, he's a big fan.
Hey,
You're ugly as shit.
Why don't you let your hair grow out like the other Sasquatches? Why do you have to shave everything on your face?
Don't smile either.
if he were to stop, shaving his whole body, he would be up for a contestant of hairiest person on earth, 100%. He'd be walking.
We haven't
around.
seen him at true hair potential yet.
Have you seen Back at the Barnyard? You know the animal?
Yeah. What?
That is Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
That is Andrew Luck.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest trade at the trade deadline. What do you think?
Well, I want to talk about Demaryius Thomas personally because the Texans won big, the Broncos fucking lost so bad.
Yeah, and he didn't do a press conference after the game either. He just left.
Yeah, he
after
ran
the
out
game.
of the stadium.
Yeah. And then he said some shit afterwards in an interview when they were talking to him.
Oh my gosh.
He threw some shade at the organization.
Well, yeah, I don't know why they got rid of him. He is worth more than a third-round pick.
He said Vance McDonald, the head coach, came up to him and was like, "Hey, man, they're just rumors."
Fourth round.
Yeah.
Broncos received a 4th-round pick.
That's
even worse.
Yeah.
That's not good. Demaryius Thomas is actually like legit. Like there were years in like fantasy football where it was like him or Antonio Brown or Des Bryant. He was like in the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, he's gotten a little bit older, and he has had trouble like dropping the ball. But
I mean, he hasn't had good throws. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, who's he had since Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Brock Osweiler, Trevor Siemian, and
I forgot about Siemian. My God.
Oh, and Paxton
Siemian
Lynch.
Toast Crunch.
A little bit.
I think the steal of the trade deadline had to have gone to the Rams.
Oh,
Dante
Fowler.
Fowler.
Yeah, that's a good one.
2019 3rd-round pick, 2020 5th-round pick. The Rams' defense is already good. The Rams' defense was already one of the best defenses in the league.
They got better at what they needed to do. I mean, it doesn't bode well because they've lost.
Aaron Donald already.
Yeah, I think they're clearly making a run, and it's almost like an arms race too because you see like the Saints got Eli Apple.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like those two NFC teams are like, okay, well we're gonna go get Fowler. Like, what have you got? And they're kind of like trying to get. And now Des Bryant is talking to the Saints. It's like they're in sort of an arms race. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then I think the Redskins receiving Clinton Dix for a 2019 4th-round pick was a steal. Dix. I thought that was a steal too because I mean you're getting an immediate good safety for a 4th-round pick.
Yeah, he's there's like
that's a steal and a half.
No, I think. What do you think about the Amari Cooper trade though?
Oh,
because I think that was stupid. I think that was stupid for both sides, honestly.
I don't.
You don't think that was smart for Dallas?
A 1st-round pick?
A 1st-round pick for Amari Cooper? You could probably get a 1st-round pick wide receiver.
You could get an Amari Cooper.
Who's better. Amari Cooper's looking like a bust more every year.
Well, I think the Cowboys are they were trying to go for a win now type thing and, try to replace Des Bryant because I think that's what they were really putting it on.
Right.
But I don't think Amari Cooper's their guy.
No. I mean, they need help at skill positions, but Amari Cooper... And you even saw, I mean, I know he didn't have much time to get incorporated into the offense. It was just the bye week, but still, it's like...
I mean, he got a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was a filthy move. Yeah. I'll give him that. Like, that was impressive, but...
I'm not denying he's good. It's
I don't think he's a 1st-round pick.
Yeah.
Maybe if you got him for, like, what the Eagles got Golden Tate for, a 4th-round pick?
That was a good move. I think that was a good move.
Yeah. Golden Tate is still a very good receiver.
Now we got
great.
Alshon Jeffrey. We got Zach Ertz. We got Nelson Aguilar, Golden Tate. I think we should have got a running back personally.
Yeah, that's.
I think we should have got a running back because that's where we're weakest at. But I'll take Golden Tate. I mean,
Eagles. I think should have tried to pick up Le'Veon Bell.
Well, I don't think they have the cap space.
Yeah,
and
not even close.
That whole situation.
True. Yeah.
I don't think anybody knows what's going on with that right now. I think he just now left Miami.
Well, yeah. Speaking of which, he just tweeted about that. He's leaving Miami, so
yeah,
his vacation is over.
Oh, check that. Sorry, Lions received a 3rd-round pick, not a 4th-round pick. I checked my.
It's still.
But yeah, still.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of, I want to talk about the Rams and the Saints making moves. Their game I have the score right there, 35-45. That was a shootout.
I think
And
that's the best
dug
game
that
of the season, actually.
Yeah.
Like so far.
That's yeah. I had the Saints win in that one personally.
I did too.
And that game did not disappoint.
I picked the Rams just because
awesome.
they were undefeated, and I was like, in Breeze I trust, but still, I mean, that was just a damn good game.
Alvin Kamara.
I think it's the running back. It's like 2 is better than 1. They've got Ingram and Kamara and
Ingram
Todd
was
Gurley.
pretty quiet, but
my question is with their passing, they were killer from their passing and their rushing.
Dude,
346 yards passing with 4 touchdowns, and you go to Alvin Kamara, 19 carries, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, and you have Mark Ingram, 9 carries, 33 yards. I mean, yeah,
pretty quiet, but
pretty quiet.
But look at Breeze, 4 touchdowns, 350 yards. That's like, how do you lose with those numbers?
Yeah, I was just about to say that you're not going to lose with those numbers.
I think this game was pretty telling though. As far as who the number 1 running back is, I think it is. I think they've gone to Alvin Kamara, kind of.
You hope, because he's on your fantasy team.
Well, no. I mean, look, he had 19 carries as opposed to 9 from Ingram.
Yeah, I think it's game flow too. It's like sometimes he's part of their scheme, sometimes he's not. It's Sean Payton's a genius in the way that he uses the players. I think he knows what's a better matchup nightmare for the other team. And
yeah, that's true. And I think Mark Ingram is kind of their red zone kind of guy.
Yeah, for sure. But when you're throwing, you're not seeing the red zone. You're just getting into it, and you're like throwing it far. You know what I mean? There weren't red zone opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff had a good game still.
Threw a pick.
He threw a pick, but almost 400 yards, 391 for 3 touchdowns. But his completion to attempt compared to Breeze, a little bit worse.
More attempts, less completions, right?
Yeah. Well, no, he had 3 more completions, but
but way more attempts. So the ratio is
28 completions for 40 attempts for Jared Goff, and Drew Brees 25 for 36.
That's kind of similar, I guess.
Yeah, kind of similar.
But he did throw a pick. I think they both played great games, though. Honestly,
I think this was just Todd Gurley's worst game of the season, and it was still better than a lot of running backs in the league.
I think he should be the MVP of the league, honestly. Like, if we were to pick right now, I know they never pick running backs. It'll probably be Drew Brees.
I was going to say it's either Drew Brees or
which
Todd
I can
Gurley.
see that, but I think it should be Gurley.
I think Drew Brees should get it because he hasn't gotten one ever, and he's getting old.
Okay, you might have just convinced me there because I thought he got one the year they won the Super Bowl, but I think that was Peyton Manning, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best to never get it. It's kind of like, I don't know. He has always been kind of shadowed by Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk about Rodgers, and like there's always somebody else.
Rodgers!
Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
Yeah, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, what the hell happened?
You got to look up like a stat comparison. Like, fourth quarter, Tom Brady's numbers, like I think he didn't throw an incompletion in the fourth quarter, and his passer rating was like, I want to say it was like 130 something, and Rodgers was like below 50, and he shit the bed in the fourth quarter.
But I mean,
Julian Edelman 1 for 1, 37 yards passing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. So Tom
Who
Brady
did he throw to?
Tom Brady threw it back to Edelman.
Flea flicker?
Yeah, and then Edelman threw it to James White, and James White took it to the house, dude. It was a screen pass. It was a trick play screen pass.
It was awesome.
It was crazy.
Dude, this game proves like Tom Brady is so much better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna try to pull up that fourth quarter thing real quick.
I've never even bought into the discussion, honestly. Like people that try and make that argument, like greatest of all time, it's kind of laughable because he has one Super Bowl appearance, and his playoff record, he has a losing road record too. Do you know that? Like Aaron Rodgers on the road loses more than he wins.
That's crazy.
Tom Brady, I mean, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm sure he wins probably 75% of the time on the road. It's definitely telling of the comparison between them.
I am.
There we go.
I'm liking what I see from Julian Edelman. Actually, He's looking really good.
He came back red hot from that suspension.
It's awesome. Well, I mean, I'm not a Pats fan by any means, but I've always liked Julian Edelman personally. I know that you don't really like him.
Not a fan.
I like him, and I'm glad to see that he's.
But he is good.
He's Tom Brady's. That's his guy.
For sure. But you can see he's also trying to throw to Josh Gordon too.
Yeah, Josh Gordon was getting some love. I don't think Josh Gordon is.
He's boom or bust.
Yeah,
he's a Deshaun Jackson type of guy.
Yeah, I'm not playing him in fantasy.
Yeah,
I've got him on my bench.
Yeah,
I played him. I played him this week, and he didn't do bad. I mean, he did better than the people out on my bench because they were all on bye week.
Yeah.
I still can't believe I picked up James White off a waiver.
I picked up Sony Michel off of waiver.
Yeah,
and you saw like the 2 games he was healthy. He was like 25, 30 points. Yeah, I'm killing on the waiver game this year. I got Marlon Mack too. He's like over 30 points the last 2 games.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. But I had him out. I didn't have Mack. I didn't have David Johnson. I didn't have Michelle. Like, I had 4 running backs on a bye, so I was pretty fucked. But
I mean, I never hope for injury, but Sony Michel can chill out a few more games if he'd like, because I got James White.
I think they'd make each other better if they both play.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like James White wasn't a threat and he wasn't scoring.
They were
when
both
Sony Michel
producing.
Was out
They're
there.
both scoring 30 points.
It reminds me of Alvin Kamara.
Exactly. I think a lot of the
Mark
NFL is trying to mimic that, actually. That's why I'm excited if there's a situation where Le'Veon Bell comes back and we can play him and James Conner.
Right.
That's game over. Like, that's best running game in the NFL by far. Like,
and the crazy part is when James White went out in that game, they brought in their wide receiver.
Cordero Patterson started running the ball,
11 carries, 61 yards, 5.5 yards like a carry, 1 touchdown. And then James White came in when he came back, and they were throwing the ball to him.
To James White?
Yeah, to James White and not Patterson.
Their skill position players are so versatile, and I think it just goes back into like Bill Belichick knowing how to use players effectively. Like he's great at that.
Bill Belichick, if you're hearing this,
we know you are.
I mean, you are the GOAT of all coaches because you can pull something out of nothing. How are you going to put a wide receiver in at running back who probably doesn't really practice there that much? And then he just kills it.
He probably just saw something in him.
Yeah, and then Julian, and then the trick plays you did. I mean, besides the whole little jet sweep to Edelman, those were working too.
I love that you're like talking to him. Like, there's no fucking way.
No, I bet him and Andrew Luck are sitting in the same room, and he's like, "Dude, they're talking. Oh my god, they're talking about us.
They mentioned us."
Yeah. Cowboys lost to the Titans. That's just sad.
Let's go into the pick'ems.
Oh no, we should. I mean, do we have any more news? Anything else we want to cover? I don't really got.
I think that was all the big stories.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really anything that huge that happened. Le'Veon Bell's out of Miami. That's really about it.
And then I wanted to talk about Tom Brady though. Needing
we're
4
on that
more
topic.
rushing yards.
Yeah,
He went into the last game only needing 3, and now he needs 4.
R.I.P. That was a great
For a
montage,
1,000
though.
career.
The video that he made was dope.
I like that he's got a good sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
And
how long is he?
How do we not mention Julio?
Getting his first touchdown.
Yeah, Julio got his first touchdown since
in
week 12.
Pretty much a year.
Yeah,
it's been like almost a year. Yeah, I think that's just fluky.
I mean, it's so weird because he's still a top wide receiver as far as yards and completions, but
I think people just see him as a red zone threat, and it's just been bad luck and
he's getting double covered.
Yeah.
I mean, who else they got? Calvin Ridley this year, but Calvin Ridley started out hot, but he's kind of slowed down.
Calvin Ridley.
Julio Jones needs 13 yards against the Browns to hit 10,000. What?
Wow.
Career?
Yeah. Fastest player.
He will probably get that.
Yeah.
Faster than, pulling it up, faster than anyone else in NFL history.
I believe that.
Yeah.
He's built to be a wide receiver.
And he's just good. and Matt Ryan's not that good, so that's impressive.
And if you're a Fortnite fan, the NFL is
if
coming to Fortnite.
If you're a Fortnite fan,
you can gear your guys up.
Yeah, for only $20.
A very good price of $20.
$20 a stoom, and you can pick any number.
Wow.
And they have different options really cool for character wise, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go into the game of the week.
Okay.
It's got to be Steelers-Panthers, right?
Right. Steelers-Panthers is my pick.
Yeah, it's prime time.
Yeah.
Both like playoff hopeful teams.
Right.
And
that's going to be a cool like ground and pound game too, because it's going to be like.
Oh wait! Before we get on this topic, you brought up this Steelers-Panthers. I want to talk about Connor.
Oh, and like him and Bell, that sort of
comparison that you brought up earlier.
He's outperforming him. He's with less opportunities so far this year. He's got more scrimmage yards and more touchdowns than Bell had last year.
Good.
Le'Veon Bell, if you're listening to this, which we know you are.
We know you are. Get your shit together.
Yeah, you might want to find yourself back in Pittsburgh.
Le'Veon, come back.
Guy.
We all miss you. I mean, we're worried sick. Ben can't even sleep. It's a nightmare. We need you. We need you, Le'Veon. Please come back.
We need you. Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted you to bring that up real quick. You tearing up?
Did I do good on that? I really wanted to say that to him for a long time.
McCaffrey
versus
Connor.
Christian McCaffrey.
Freaking awesome.
Who's their other guy? Who's the guy that like runs the ball? Like not the guy that catches the ball. Do they still have Jonathan Stewart?
Jonathan. They got
C.J. Anderson.
DJ Moore.
Then that's the guy.
C.J. Anderson.
It's not C.J. Anderson.
It's probably Cam Newton, honestly.
Yeah, Cam Newton.
No, he has. Yeah, Cam Newton. Look at this. He has more carries than DJ Moore, C.J. Anderson, and Taylor.
He's got more yards than all the other running backs combined.
He has more carries than them combined. Yeah, and more yards.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But Donovan McNabb is better.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick.
Guess we'll never know. Cam Newton doesn't like to fight dogs, so.
Oh. Yeah. Cam Newton, 11 carries, 33 yards against the Bucs.
Do you think he will do well against the Steelers pass rush?
The Stillers,
particularly T.J. Watt. Think he'll get to him?
Honestly, probably not.
Yeah. Oh,
probably not.
Oh, I think he will.
Stillers.
Explain.
It's the Stillers.
Me?
No, him. He said probably not.
I mean, what's considered good? Like, are we talking about?
You think they'll put pressure on him and rattle him and like affect his game?
Hopefully, because I have the Stillers winning that game.
I have him in that game too.
Yeah,
I just think they're more complete.
I'm very hopeful on the Stillers. And I also think the Stillers offense. Sorry, I keep saying the Stillers. I prefer that. I think their offense is going to outperform the Panthers.
They have so many threats, the Steelers do, and I can't think of very many Panthers threats besides.
It's Greg Olsen and Christian McCaffrey.
Is good.
It's what?
Greg Olsen?
Yeah, Greg Olsen.
Yeah, I've got him in fantasy.
No, I'm talking about
Steelers.
The Steelers.
They got Jesse James.
McDonald.
And Vance McDonald.
Vance McDonald, dude, I picked him up on fantasy.
His stiff arm game is bitching.
Yeah, because Gronk was on bye week, and, dude, I was watching that game, and, yeah, his stiff arms are filthy. I didn't see him drop a pass, so...
Who's that? He put that guy in IR, like the guy at Tampa Bay. He stiff-armed him so hard, just like into the ground.
Probably gave him a concussion or 3.
I think he went into concussion protocol, actually. He definitely got injured and missed the next game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Yeah. He's a bitch, dude.
So
you talking about Vance McDonald?
No.
Oh, okay. I was triggered for a minute.
And what if I was?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to make sure that's what you said. But it's fine. We can move on.
Hey.
This is why you're here.
Okay, so I got the Stillers.
That actually hurt really bad.
You all right?
Did you get it out at least?
Here's Reilly.
So, yeah, are we going to explain the point system that we're going to be working with too?
Okay. So, primetime games are worth 3.
3 points.
Yeah.
And then regular games are worth 1. So primetime games include Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. And then
I think it was game of the week is 3 points.
Oh yeah,
right?
game of the week is
3 points. Primetime games are 2 points. Every other game is 1. And what we're gonna do is when we do these pick'ems and we pick the teams, whoever does the worst and gets the least amount of points has to do something very, very bad. Like
very bad.
We've got some ideas, but we'll save them.
For a hemp play, are we doing the Mayo one this week?
I'm actually down with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Mayo or the costume one, I don't care.
Let's do the Mayo one.
Let's do the Mayo one. We're gonna do the draw out of the hat next week. So this week, whoever loses the pick'ems has to take a shot of mayo, and we'll post it on our YouTube.
That's mayonnaise if you're not familiar with the abbreviation.
No, not Miracle Whip.
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Are we gonna do Great Value or like?
No, we can. Yeah, I mean,
what's worse?
Yeah, whatever's worse.
Let's get the cheapest mayonnaise there is.
Can we get it expired for a week?
No.
Oh, okay. So not expired mayo, I guess, because Reilly.
Mr. Germaphobe over there.
But yeah, so
I hate it
here. So this week, we're gonna take a shot of mayo and mayonnaise. So
just keep fucking saying it.
Game of the week is Panthers Steelers.
Yep. So that's the 3-pointer.
Okay, so that's a 3-pointer, and I got the Steelers.
I got Pittsburgh.
I got Steelers.
Next game, Redskins Bucks, 1 point.
I got Washington.
Yeah, I got the old Reds.
I think they're more reliable.
I got Fitzmagic.
Oh,
I got Fitzmagic.
You're such a Fitzmagic fan.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Bucks, of course. Next game, Cardinals Chiefs. Chiefs.
2 offensive powerhouses duking it out.
Baby.
And they're both red.
Yeah. Oh.
Great point. Thank you.
So,
didn't even realize
by that
that.
note, I got Chiefs.
So why didn't you say that for Redskins Bucks? Because they're both red too.
I don't give a shit.
Well, the Chiefs are more of a orangish red, if you feel me on that. It's like, and they have yellow as a secondary color. I just think that their color scheme is better, so I've got the Chiefs in that game for sure.
I got the Chiefs because Andy Reid.
Yes.
Bills Jets. This is a tough one, guys.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard his toot. It was a good toot.
Don't give him the satisfaction of the attention that he wants. Let's move on. Us grown-ups.
Just don't give him attention. I'm going with the Jets.
Over the Bills?
Yeah.
In the New York Bowl?
I got the Jets.
The New York Bowl.
Darnold's better than whoever Buffalo has.
Whoever the hell it is.
You know, the other day, Buffalo's first play was a wildcat to LaShawn McCoy. So technically, the first person to get a snap is the starting quarterback of that game. So technically, LaShawn McCoy was the starting quarterback for that game, and then they just benched him and put him in at running back. That's how it goes down in the stats. So LaShawn McCoy was the starting quarterback for the Bills.
Good for LaShawn. Good for McCoy. Hey, come to Philly. We miss you. Jaguars Colts. Wait, did you say your pick for the last game?
I got Jets. Yeah, unanimous.
Yeah. Jaguars Colts.
I got my boy Andrew Luck winning that one.
Yeah, I got my boy Andrew Luck winning that one too.
And Jacksonville's not hot.
Wait, Jacksonville's coming off bye week, huh?
What's the opposite of hot? That's what they are.
Very
chilly,
lukewarm.
Yeah,
lukewarm.
Yeah.
Lukewarm.
You guys are so
actually,
smart.
wait. Jaguars are coming off bye week.
I don't know if that even matters. Blake Bortles still isn't going to do much damage on the other side of the ball.
Okay, I'm going with the Colts. Good point. Lions Bears. Duh, Bears.
Bears.
Detroit got shit on last week.
Matt Stafford sucks.
You're getting
I don't
overpaid.
think he sucks.
No, he sucks.
Yeah, he's not that good.
He threw for 5,000 yards.
Saints Bengals.
In one game?
He threw in one game.
5,000 yards.
5,000 yards.
You said New Orleans, Cincy?
New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm going with, and I wrote, Saints.
Who
I got the Saints.
Yeah, I definitely
Bengals
have
defense
the
is
Saints.
good, but they do not have an offense right now.
No.
Especially with AJ Green potentially being out with foot surgery.
Yeah, they just did horrible, horrible things to the Rams defense, which is also pretty good. So I think Cincinnati is not winning that game. I got New Orleans.
Yeah, smart.
Smart.
Patriots Titans. This one was my hardest
Dude,
one. I just
don't
couldn't
know.
pick.
You know what's extra? You know what's extra messed up about that game? New England got to watch Tennessee on Monday night. Like, I think it was an interview. Tom Brady was talking about how, because that's the next matchup, he watched that game like at home to study the Titans. Like, that's fucked up. And Tennessee has a shorter week because they just played Monday.
Right.
So it's like they're already at a disadvantage.
No,
Tom Brady has a head start on you. You're done.
Tom Brady's a disadvantage to begin with.
You know, Belichick was watching that game too.
With Tom Brady, he was.
I feel
was
like
at Tom
Belichick
Brady's
watches
house.
the games and he's like, I already knew that, but I mean, it's cool to know. I guess."
And you know he's wearing that cutoff sweatshirt that he always wears.
Yeah.
It is
Wears it at
When
home.
it's like hot, it's just like sweat, like that sweat that goes down your.
right under his man boobs.
Yeah.
You know,
Belichick's got some big old fucking titties. on
Yeah,
him,
he was
dude.
probably with
I'd
Tom
like to
Brady
see
at his
his
house.
titties.
I wonder what Tom Brady's TV looks like. I wonder how big it is. Anyway, Falcons. Falcons. Wait, what did I put?
You
I
got
put
it's
I put
Atlanta,
Falcon.
Cleveland.
Yeah. I didn't mean to put the Bears. I meant Browns, but yeah, I got Falcons.
Yeah, you can't
I
pick
wish-
Cleveland right now.
I wish I could pick Cleveland, but I just couldn't. I already went with the Bucks. I can't. I can't do two.
I'm going Falcons.
Yeah, with the coaching staff in shambles, you can't really rely on them to beat anybody. Least of all Atlanta.
Right.
Chargers, Raiders. Chargers.
Not the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody but the Raiders.
Dude, 3 fucking points. In their
They're-
last game.
You know what's funny to me is like they were so all in on Jay Gruden, and so far they are like not only way worse than I even thought they were going to be, but he also got rid of 2 of their 3 best players, arguably. He got rid of Khalil Mack, he got rid of Amari Cooper, and all they have is Derek Carr. And it's like, how do you know he's not going to get traded?
And their kicker.
Seabass? He got rid of Seabass?
No. Janikowski to the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their kicker was good. He made a 60.
I think he drafted Sebastian Janikowski.
Yeah.
Because I think he was like a first-round pick, and everybody's like, oh, you're
But I mean,
dipshit.
he's not performing in Seattle, so maybe it was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Rams.
Yeah. I don't know, though. That actually, I thought about that. Because Seattle and, L.A., they always play close games against each other, no matter how both those teams are doing. So I can see Seattle winning it, especially with L.A. kind of being in like they just almost lost to the Packers and they just lost to the Saints. They could be kind of spiraling, trying to get their footing, and losing to Seattle. I can see that, but I still think they would win just because they don't have an answer for Gurley. The Gurley man.
Yeah. Their Legion of Boom is in the dust.
Their Legion of
Also, I think
Doom.
with a healthy Cooper Kupp back.
Oh, yeah. I just don't think they have the defensive personnel to stop what LA has like on tap for their offense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got them.
I got the Rams.
What do we disagree on?
Rams.
Because we have like almost all the
Yeah, I
same
was
picks
just about
right
to
now.
say
No, he's
that.
got Bucks.
Yeah, I'm the only one who's disagreed, and I also disagree with you guys on the next one as well.
You got Miami.
Dolphins, Packers. I got Dolphins, dude. Dolphins are playing good ball.
They are playing good ball.
Dolphins are playing
I got
really
Packers winning,
good
but-
ball.
Yeah, I've got Packers too,
And,
but
I'm shooting in the dark right now because that was a tough game for me to decide. One, Packers are coming off of a loss. Dolphins just look good. Dolphins are just playing good ball all around.
I don't know, man. I can't trust Tannehill or Osweiler. I don't like Rodgers particularly, but I like the chances he gives his team better than whoever Miami has. So I've got Green Bay.
Okay, Cowboys, Eagles.
Eagles. I got the Eagles.
I got the Eagles.
Yeah. Dallas looks like shit right now.
I got the Cowboys. No, I got the Eagles for sure. The shit bowl, Giants versus 49ers.
San Francisco.
San Fran.
The Giants aren't even competitive right now.
I got the Giants.
Really?
Wow, you guys disagreed on one.
Okay,
Yeah,
finally,
well,
yeah.
I have
So if
to.
it
I
comes
have
down to
to.
you two-
Yeah, I basically
Which-
have to.
Actually,
No, we can do it. We can do a tiebreaker situation.
I was
like,
thinking for the prime or for our game of the week, we can do scores. Whoever, like what we predict the score of the game.
yeah,
Ooh.
over under.
All right. So, well, it's not going to come down to a tie at all for you guys.
You know, we could
at
even
least.
just do whoever scores least amount of points in our fantasy league or something like that. Like, there's ways we could do it, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got San Francisco.
I'll go with the Giants.
So,
I like Saquon Barkley against the 49ers defense. I think it's gonna be interesting. It's a shit bowl, but it'll be a good game. I think because it is so.
I want
shitty.
them to do good. I've got Odell Beckham. I hope he kills it. I think he will, but like,
in that game's worth 2 points, so we'll see. We'll see how it comes down. So, breaking it down, if you guys were to do power rankings right now, would you put the Saints above the Rams?
yeah, 100%. They just beat him convincingly.
Yeah, I think right now I have the Saints winning the Super Bowl.
I think so too, and I would love to see that too because I
the
love Drew
Saints,
Brees.
Yeah, I can't find anything wrong with them. Like
I love their team. I've always loved Sean Payton. I like him.
And you can't hate Drew Brees because he's just too nice of a guy.
right.
Yeah,
He's a quality dude.
he's
And
got a dope birthmark on his face.
Yeah, he's overcome diversity just in that birthmark.
That dude
He's-
has literally punched a hurricane in the face. He said, "Hey Katrina, fuck you," and then Roadhouse kicked that shit.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, and speaking of fuck you, like we're talking about Mayfield being hot. I like Drew Brees isn't at that level, but Drew Brees is cute. Like that's like I think I would still
he's
fuck him.
balding.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's like charming. He just seems like a cool dude.
His
He seems
wife
like
is
his
hot.
foreplay would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a soft tongue. I bet.
Oh yeah. I shiver at the things that he would do to me. It makes me excited. While his wife watches.
All right. So
Jesus Christ, that's another thing we got to talk about after.
Drew Brees, if you're listening, and I know you are, I'm sorry I talked about your wife in that way. I think you're one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Oh, Drew.
Do you think the basketball guys deep throat water bottles on their show?
I don't give a fuck what they do. If you're watching, fuck you, because we know you are.
Yeah, stages of the
Yeah.
game, touching balls.
yeah, we know you're
Fuck
watching.
that shit. This is three-way fantasy.
Three-way fantasy.
That's what we're called now.
No, I'm just kidding, actually.
Yeah, Gideon.
I'm not. I'm
Gideon
not
will
backing.
destroy
I'm not
you.
backing down.
All right, yeah, I won't back down. I will fight them.
Our sport is better than your sport.
I'm really, really strong.
Yeah,
I don't got to prove it.
He's
just
not
believe
that
me.
strong, but
we're football
three of
podcast.
us? yeah, there's 3 of us and 2 of you.
Yeah, bud. All right. Well, does that do it?
I think that's all the,
Yeah.
big stories.
Yeah, we covered it.
And we would just like to remind all the viewers at home, it's voting season.
If you haven't heard it on any commercial,
If you haven't heard on everything else,
on every commercial,
please do what the fuck you want.
go vote.
No, do what the fuck you want.
Did we just make the most political, like the most controversial political opinion ever? I think so.
Let's talk about standing for the anthem because I think that's a hot button issue right now, and we need to talk about it.
In
All
the
right.
NFL, all of them just need to stand up. And
I ain't watching.
Toes on the line.
I ain't
What about the
watching no
veterans?
game where they don't stand for the song.
boycott the NFL.
You know, I watch the NFL for the anthem. It's my favorite part. I don't watch it for the games. I watch the anthem, and when people stand for it, it pisses me off. If I see their toes aren't on the fucking line, it pisses me off.
You
I need to
tell
see
'em.
no grass between the white line and those toes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
He agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a quarterback, get on the line.
I think that goes for skill positions too, though, not particularly quarterbacks.
No, Le'Veon Bell hasn't stood for the anthem once this season.
I don't think he's I heard that he was like jet skiing. Like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, no, he's enjoying it. He's enjoying that contract that he got, and now he's not getting paid for any of these games.
He probably plays Madden and like does franchise mode and then pays himself, and he's like, "Ha, bitches," and like plays Madden as himself while he's getting paid in a game.
You know who needs to stand for the fucking anthem? Shazier. Shazier.
Why? Because he can now.
Because he can barely walk. And that's all the time we have.
Yeah, that's all the time we have. So
he can grow hair.
This is stage. This is stages.
No eyebrows.
What is that disease called? I forget. I would hate that, dude. If I was a hairless like individual.
It's like Michael Jackson.
You know those naked cats? The cats that don't have hair.
Like Dr. Evil's cat, Mr.
Yeah.
Bigglesworth.
That's him.
But man form.
This is Stages of the Game NFL edition. You guys have a good day.
Fuck you.